What's up, guys? Welcome to Peach Basement Extras. We're going to be talking about the Flash TV series. Did you catch last week's episode? Because it was fucking awesome. Yo, I had to kind of look up who the dude that looked like Colossus was. Girder. Yeah. Because Cisco usually says who everybody is, but he snuck it up on you this time. Yeah. He was like, oh, I made a fight dummy for you. I call him Girder. How was I supposed to get that? Yeah. Like, really? Like, I had to really look up who's the metal guy, and then I looked up his first appearance and everything, which I posted on the Peach Basement Instagram. So make sure you're following at Peach Basement on Twitter and Instagram, facebook.com/Peach Basement, and make sure you hit us up, questions@peachbasement.com. Girder was Barry Allen's childhood bully that all of a sudden got this like Colossus power that he could turn himself into metal, and
some heavy shit.
Are you watching The Flash?
I am not.
Dude, man, this is a great show.
Dude, it's so much fun. So many shows to catch up on. I still haven't even caught up on Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, shit. I don't watch.
And listen, I mean, I was homesick one day this week, and I watched like 4 episodes in a row, and I'm still like 5 behind. Fuck! Anyway.
That's how I feel about Walking Dead, which I am grossly behind on this season.
Oh, me too.
But
don't even get me started.
In this episode of The Flash, we have basically Barry Allen trying to figure out a way to beat this guy who can turn to metal. And every time he punches him, he basically breaks his hand. Sure, he heals him one day, but that's not a guy you can beat in a fist fight.
Nope.
So what they theorize is you have to run at the speed of sound in order to punch this guy hard enough, fast enough, that you can break through his metal barrier. Mm-hmm. That's fucking
legit.
That's awesome. I love the fact that they are building his speed up slowly but surely. Yeah. Like, he's getting faster and faster.
He saw the speed force in his eyes.
Yeah.
Before he went, oh, that was awesome.
Like, he's fighting Girder, and all of a sudden, like, he just gets decked, and he's like, oh, man. And he's down, and he gets up, and he runs away. Mm-hmm. Like, he sees a flashback of Joe, the cop, telling him, like, you know, if you're fighting a tougher opponent, there's no shame in running away. So he runs away. And now Girder thinks he's won. But all of a sudden he runs and he comes to a stop. And the dude Cisco and the cute girl who's going to be Killer Frost, Caitlin, is like, well, he's running away, but he's exactly 5.5 miles away. Yeah. Which is what they told him he would have to be at a distance to build up enough speed to actually break the sound barrier in order to punch this guy in the fucking fotch. So, yeah,
in the fotch.
So he just starts fucking running. Just straight up. The animation got a little cheesy when he comes through the door and he's like...
Yeah, and he's not even running at him.
He's just like jumping at him. Yeah. I wanted to see him like run and blast him in the jaw.
You notice they referred to this guy as a Man of Steel.
Uh-huh, which is funny.
And it pretty much was a Superman punch he used.
True. You're right.
Maybe I'm reaching.
You might be, but go on.
But maybe they might just throw in future references to, you know.
Superman? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Who knows? I mean, we already know when it comes to the Justice League movie, it's going to be Wally West, and they got this fucking wrist cutter kid to play him. I don't know, it's stupid. Either way, The Flash itself is a great episode. In the meanwhile, while all this is going on, now, it's funny because the producers of The Flash have told us that they were going to try to stay away from the Freak of the Week thing, and I don't want them to. That is what's working in this show. I want to see as many villains as possible.
Yes, but
we saw Captain Cold 2-3 weeks ago, and then at the end he teams up with what's going to be Heat Wave.
That's cool, because he gets away with it, and you know he's going to come back. Lately, though, it's been one and done, one and done, one and done, and that's like...
Yeah, it was that way with Arrow, too, with the Suicide Squad, and he put them all away, and then they escaped.
Yeah, but at least Arrow's doing a lot of building up and stuff. Maybe a bit too much, but that's another show. I don't know. Between the one and done shit, and in this episode, him revealing his secret identity...
I thought that was badass.
No. Villains always escape.
There is nothing better than, like, telling your childhood bully, like, yo... Fuck you, bitch. Look who kicked your ass. I never had a childhood bully myself, fortunately.
Fucking psychotic. Who would bully you?
Well. But, I mean, I could see where Barry was coming from because there is nothing better than stroking your own ego and even just telling a dude that you can't fucking beat in a fight that when you finally best him, you're like, yeah, look at my fucking face. I did this to you.
Bitch.
A little bit of good fucking Bronx tale for you. Whatever. Because, you know. But in the meantime, while all of this Freak of the Week stuff is going on, Joe is investigating the murder of Nora Allen. And he understands, like, the last time he saw Barry move, and actually, like, move, he realized that, oh, shit, like, red lightning. Barry described some kind of red and yellow lightning when his mother got killed.
That was an awesome shit.
Yeah.
Hands down.
So he goes to the professor that is like controlling Star Labs, who's running around in this wheelchair, who we already know is up to some shady shit.
Because he can walk.
Because he can walk, and he's got that secret room where he's got future newspapers of The Flash from like 2025. So who does that sound like to you? Yeah. The professor is going to be Reverse Flash. And then at the end, after Joe gets finished talking to the professor, the Reverse Flash comes into his house, steals all of the evidence, and then puts a knife through his daughter's picture and says, "Stop or else." Reverse Flash is going to appear on The Flash on December 2nd. The mid-season break is going to be a big-ass episode for Flash. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which we also have a special on this week. Everything is going down right before the winter solstice and everything. You gotta check it out. What? The winter solstice is December 21st, and then there's winter break, Christmas, New Year's and shit.
And
we're gonna be, dormant until like February before we get our shows back.
Pretty much.
That's when you catch up.
Yeah, that is definitely when I'm gonna catch up on Walking Dead, which stay tuned. This week we're also going to have a little segment on because I have no concept of what's going on in this show.
That makes two of us.
Guys, I hope you're watching The Flash. Tune in to Pete'sBasement.com for more updates. Make sure you hit us up, questions at Pete'sBasement.com, Facebook.com/Pete'sBasement, and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. And just hit us up, let us know what you think of the show because it's great, and we're going to keep reviewing it for you. See you later. La 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 la. La 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 la